Hello, my friends. This is your Happystamperlady, Rachel Markin, helping the creative you shine through. Welcome to an Over the Moon video. I am over the moon to show you the Give It a Whirl card today. So let's take a quick peek at my Facebook page. Here we can be more interactive. I paste pictures of things that I've made, and I always want to see what you guys have done too. So I love it if you do that. Thank you for those who have subscribed to YouTube. Hop on over to Facebook and vice versa. If you're on Facebook but have not subscribed to YouTube, hop on over to YouTube and subscribe. This is my demonstrator website, and you can order at any time, my friends. And of course, hello, my friends. I will help you in any way. You have questions, let me answer them for you. Let me help you start getting creative. All right, today in the magic box, we have such a fun card planned for you today. I am super excited to do this Give It a Whirl card today. So if you have not been with me before, hello, thank you for joining me today. I always use a magic box. Always use a magic box. It helps me to put all of my supplies in one place. I like to create multiple cards because I like to send out lots of cards, and this allows me to do so because it creates several cards at one time. Magic box empty. Okay, we have lots of fun things to go over today. As you see, lots of goodies. That's what Over the Moon means. I get to use whatever my heart desires from the catalog, and we have definitely done that today, my friends. Let's go over some of the supplies. Then we'll get into the measurements of the card, how to put it together. Super exciting. We have glue. I actually always have glue. That is my choice for putting my things together. You can use other things in the catalog, but in Ohio, the glue works the best. Snips are always something I have on me just because I think it makes it easy. I am using a sponge dauber today. I have Memento Black Ink, Pale Papaya, Flirty Flamingo, and Soft Succulent stamp pads today. I have dimensionals. We will be using those today. I have champagne gem embellishments that we will be using today. Super exciting. Let's talk about our stamp sets real quick. This Hey Girlfriend, just want to point this out, mini catalog, January to June 30th. This catalog is about to say goodbye. And Hey Girlfriends are not returning. That is actually super sad for me. I love all the new things in the new annual catalog. Here's our beautiful new annual catalog. Order $50 from me and I will send you a catalog. Gladly send you a catalog. So many great things. And of course you can access that online as well. But the Hey Girlfriends come from the mini, and they're retiring. You're going to want to get a hold of those Hey Girlfriends because they are adorbs. Count on me. We're going to be using today. Hello to all of that cuteness. And we're going to be doing Sweet as a Peach. I wanted to show you, I put the catalog over here, but the Sweet as a Peach is a whole suite, and I wanted to show you. Now we're only going to be using the stamps today, but we will come back and visit this suite, so don't want you to miss out on it. It's only $57.25, and it comes with a pack of 12 by 12 DSP. It comes with the stamp set that we're going to be focusing on today, these little jam jars, which I'm going to make something with the jam jars, and die cuts to match. You're not going to want to miss out on that. It's super cute and very versatile. So if you think, I am not a peach person, Rachel, I'm not excited about that, stay tuned for the whole video because you will be excited about it. You will love it. And the piece de resistance for today, the highlight today, are these Give It a Whirl dies. They are amazing. They are a 2-pack of dies. This is the main piece of your card. This is one of the window pieces, and this is the circle piece of the die. Oh, sorry, my nose. So let's talk about the card measurements. They're very, very simple actually. You're going to have a card base, and when I say base, it is just one piece of cardstock. I used pale papaya, cut it 5.5 by 4 1/4. Okay, that's the main part of your card. For the back of your card, you're going to have, I used white, 5 1/4 by 4 inches for the back of your card. For the front of your card, you are going to have a 5.5 by 8-inch piece of paper, because, let me get these other pieces out of the way, and we're going to talk about how this die machine works. Now, I'm not going to cut it out for you today, but I want to give you an idea of what we're doing. This is the cotton bus machine. I do have a Sew Now What video on the cotton bus machine, how to make it, how to keep it simple and show you how it works. So, but I just want to give you an idea today. First of all, it is a big, it is a bigger machine. The mouth of the machine is 6 by 6. So nice size, but it does fold up on itself, which is wonderful. Very smooth cutting as well. The plates come with it, and they are numbered. Number 1, and it tells you die cut or embossing folders. Again, it tells you the numbers of the plates you need. Super, super convenient. Way to go, Stampin' Up! You did a great job. It comes the number 2 plate, and then you have 2 sandwich plates. When you're doing die cutting, that is what you're going to do, and you're going to start out with that piece of paper. You're going to put your pieces on, your 2 pieces that you need to cut, and you'll know how to cut them. You'll actually feel ridges, like, yeah, they're the blades that are cutting. You'll feel those ridges. You put those in, you put the plate on, you roll it through. Okay, what happens when you roll it through? This is your back side. This is what happens. You are going to get a piece that looks like this. I already did some of the stamping on it. You're going to get the main piece, and you're going to get the wheel. Now, if you look, you can kind of see, oh, there you go. See the little imprint on there? That's super, super cool, because it shows you the 3 windows that you stamp within, and if you stay within those windows, it fits right in. No guesswork for where your stamps need to sit in your windows. So that's pretty brilliant. Then you're going to take this piece, and you're going to put it back through with this guy, and you're going to cut out a window. And how I do it is I simply match up where the little circle is. That's actually all I do, and I cut it out. Voila, I have a window. Super, super magical. Now, if you're wondering about the other dies, I will tell you there are 3 other choices for windows. You have this rectangle, this circle, or this heart, and all you do is just match it up with this little dot. So the window could go here, here, down at the bottom, just not over here where the little ridgy is, but it's really up to your imagination, guys. If you look up Give It a Whirl Dies, you will see a ton of card ideas. This has become so popular because it is so, so fun. You are going to love, love, love the card we make today. All right, let's get rid of, not get rid of, let's just put away our cut and emboss machine to make room for ourselves on our table so we can make this adorable card. You're going to love it. So the first thing we need is our handy dandy Stamparatus. Of course it is. And the piece that comes out of the window, I keep for the card itself. Okay? Oh, something else I forgot, I don't know why it wasn't in my box, is brads. They brought brads back out. We actually haven't had brads for a long, long time. They are little circle brads or square brads in black and white. You will need those to put your card together today. All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about is stamping. I have already stamped the girl that I want to use. This is my little peach girl. So if you know anything about me, you know that I absolutely adore Strawberry Shortcake. And these little girls just remind me of the Strawberry Shortcake girls. So I think they each need a fruit and a friend. They need a little pet to go with them. I just love it. So I created a mat, a little mask, and it is out of super flimsy paper. You will see that it's flimsy. I actually probably need to make some more. All you do is stamp your image that you want to mask on super flimsy paper and then cut it out. And then I have attached the little cheapy washi tape so that it will stay on my paper, because I am literally going to cover up my little gal. I do not want to see my little gal underneath, so that I can stamp, and then you're going to see the magic what happens when you mask something. That's as simple as it gets with masking. You can do it with absolutely anything that you have that you want to mask. It's so simple. All right, we're going to talk about doing our peaches. I've already stamped some of the peaches because I didn't want you to watch me do the same thing over and over again. We're going to do what's called a kiss technique today. So you're going to have two colors, and you start with your lighter color, which in this case is going to be the pale papaya. And you're going to take the stamp you want to use, which for us is the peach. And this is where your dauber is going to come in. And you're going to come in with the Flirty Flamingo. And on your peach, you are actually going to daub the darker color around the outer edges of your peach. Why? So that you can create this beautiful peach. And the reason I have that mask is because I want the peach to look like she's like in amongst the peaches. It's so cute. But that's how I'm getting this lighter and darker look with just stamping one time by using the sponge dauber. You do have to clean off every single time in between stamping with this, because you're going to put it back into your light color, and you do not want to share your Flirty Flamingo with your pale papaya stamp pad. That's very important. So this one is very important to clean. So it takes a little bit more time, but the effect is really gorgeous. And so that's what we're going for, is the super beautiful wow effect of our little peach blossom girl that we wanted to create. So now we've done our peaches all around, and then I did my peaches on the back piece of paper. Remember, I have that 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and I did my adorable little peaches. So what is the next step that we need to do? Well, I think the peaches really came to life when you gave them the stem. I don't know why, but it just really like popped them out once they had their little stem. So let's go ahead and do that on the front of our card. Let's give them their little stem, and we're going to do that in the soft succulent. And it's just super simple. Like boom, all of a sudden there is your adorable peach. And doesn't it just like bring out the look of the peach, because you've suddenly given it that adorable little stem? I love it. So cute. Okay, so stems are done. Then we want to remove that. We want to go ahead and do some flowers. Now we're actually done with the soft succulent, so we're just going to put that stamp pad away. The flowers from the peach set are a 3. They're like combined already. We're going to come back in with that Flirty Flamingo, and we are going to do flowers all around. And again, you've got the mask on, so you can stamp all around her so she looks like she's in amongst all your cute little fruit and flowers. That is my absolute favorite. I think she is so cute. You guys, I love this Hey Girlfriend stamp set. It's so cute. Okay, now look at that. Now, are you ready? Now the flowers are done. So we're actually going to get rid of the flowers so that we can do our wheel. So we're going to get our little words ready to do our wheel. Okay, first of all, let's take off the mask. Oh, see, the head finally came off. Tragic. Sorry, girl. I knew it was happening. So it's time to make a new mask. No big deal. But look how clean she is underneath. And the reason you did the masking, I'm just going to picture, I will make a new one. The reason we did that is because look, then everything is going on around her. Isn't it adorable? She is so cute. So cute. Okay, now the wheel. So with the wheel, this is very important. This is how I did it. So the wheel has a little circle, and this piece has a little circle. And so when you match them up, and then that, see those little lines? You'll see where the circle lines up, so you're only seeing that little centerpiece. That this is the window you're going to look at when you are doing your card, and that's what you want to look at. You were like, okay, where am I going to be looking at? How is that wheel going to sit in there to that I'm looking at? That's very important to me, because when I first did, I thought I could just eyeball it. No, Rachel, you cannot wing it, because my words were crooked, or like when I'm looking at the wheel, when I was turning the wheel, the words weren't sitting the way that they should when you are looking at this card, if that makes sense. So I literally let that sit in there, and I stamp while that is sitting inside, because you're stamping inside that wheel, and then that's going to be facing the right direction. That's very important. That is lesson learned, and so hopefully you will not have to learn the lesson the hard way. You can go, remember, Rachel said we should use the wheel to our advantage. Use the piece. It's there. That's what it's there for. Measure it out so you have your little things sitting exactly where you want them in the wheel. So I turned the wheel again, so I have an empty place, and we're going to give her a pet, and her pet is going to be this ridiculously cute kiwi. Look at that little kiwi, so cute. So this week on Facebook, I'm going to talk about you guys naming my pets. We did that little Horatio the Hedgehog, if you remember, from a while back. And I had you guys help me come up with names. Well, these pets need names. We need to give them names. So that's what we're going to do. You guys are going to help me name them. So she is like Peach. We'll need to give her a name, like Peach Blush, Peach Blossom. And then we need to name her little kiwi. And then there's our other set of words. Now, that's looking real good. Okay, so black is done. Definitely want to get that out of the way. We do have some little flowers to do, but I want to go ahead just to let that black dry for just a short minute. I'm going to come back with the Flirty Flamingo with the sponge dauber. I found that it was really easy to just go around and give it a little trim of color. So there's with color, there's without. I just add, I like to just add like little things, and they're not hard. You're already using the supplies. You already have everything out. So you're just giving it that little extra dash of greatness. Super fun. So I'll tell you, when I came up with these cards, I was so thrilled. But I probably only had a couple hours of sleep when I was creating these cards, and then I was showing them to me. I mean, it was like, oh my gosh, you have to see what I created. And she's like, Mom, have you slept? And I was like for a couple hours. And she's like, wow, she loved them. And she's like, Mom, you're like being like super crazy excited. I was like so excited to show these cards because I just adore them. And this Give It a Whirl die It's really the only thing that's going to stop you is your imagination. If you go on and you see what people have done with the Give It a Whirl die, you're going to be blown away. So many fun things. I definitely think that this is one to invest in. This Give It a Whirl die is definitely one to invest in because it's really not hard. I wanted to make a bunch of cards. I just literally cut out these fronts and these circles with the window. I just cut a whole bunch of them out, and then it just lets me do whatever I want. So then I can come back and go, okay, what am I going to add to it this time? I mean, it's just that simple. Okay, this is the back of the card already done. So guess what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to actually mount that on our cardstock to finalize the back of the card. That is all done. Isn't that amazing? These cuts really aren't hard to do either. The cutting of the die cut machine, once you get that down and you realize like how you want to place your window, it's really very, very simple. But the overall effect is a wowza. It is a wowza for sure. I love it. Okay, so there is the back of your card. Isn't that beautiful? Super, super fun. But super simple. Like that really was not difficult at all. Okay, now we have a little bit more stamping that we want to do before we do our coloring. We want to do around the wheel as well. I forgot. I want to do color around the wheel with the sponge dauber. So all I'm doing with the sponge dauber is I'm just literally just kind of flicking and going across to give it a little bit of color. Just dab it in my color and sponge it across. Just something super, super simple. But I think the effect really makes a difference because there's your plain and there's your color. I think you're really seeing a difference when you do that. Just again, another little extra boost, but you know, those things make a difference and make it super fun. And we're going over the moon, people. So this is what we want to do. We want to have super fun with all of our supplies, right? Okay, let's take this teeny tiny, look at these teeny tiny flowers. Let's take these teeny tiny flowers and we are going to place them in amongst our words. I just think that's fun. I think it gives it a little extra look. I mean, you are doing this super cute window and you want people's eye to be drawn to the window. So why not give it something that is like a real wow factor, right? So I love it. And the thing that you can do with this is as it's turning, you can have extra in the wheel. It's not going to hurt any to see like, oh, it's in the spaces in the wheel. Then that is just going to show up even cuter that your spaces are filled up inside the wheel. All right, that's our flirty flamingo, and we're actually done with our flirty flamingo. So now we're going to come across with our pale papaya and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to give it little pops of color here. Don't you love it? So beautiful. And it just fills it out. It's just like this little happy, little happy place. Isn't that lovely? And I love to always be yourself. You guys, we've got to be better about loving on ourselves. We're our worst enemies. At least I am. I am a worst enemy. We have to be better about loving on ourselves and just loving ourselves where we are. You know, and then you make goals. You make goals to change things and take baby steps and do the work to change things. Absolutely. But you got to love yourself in the process of the change, because if you don't, you're just going to beat yourself up all the time. What's the point of that? Nobody needs to be doing that. We do not need to be beating ourselves up. We need to be loving ourselves so that we can go out and love other people. That is so, so important. So yeah, there you go. This week, let's make a goal, guys. I'd love for you to share on my page, on my Facebook page, on the comments in the thing. Baby goals. What is something that you're doing for yourself to love on you? To say, I am worth taking care of. You are worth taking care of and need to do that. We need to do that, people. Let's see. You know what? I think I'm going to use this one. So we're coloring in our kiwi and we're using our blender pens. If you've not seen the blender pens before, I love them, but I love to color, so there's that caveat. That's another thing you can do. One of the baby steps you can do is tell me what you're doing to love on yourself and take care of yourself. You know, because when the world gets stressful, which it does no matter what time we are in our life, the world gets stressful, doesn't it? There are stressful things in the world. And so what do you do to give yourself downtime, to take a breath, to just love on yourself? Because that's important too. Those are important too. Look at that little kiwi. Oh my gosh, I cannot stand it. He's so cute. Okay, so the colors that I'm using, I am using dark flirty flamingo, light calypso coral. That's just a color out of the blue, but it worked with what I was using. Light and dark pale papaya, ivory and light soft succulent, and then I have the black Stampin' Right marker, which you'll see I just have just a little bitty thing that I need to use that for. Okay, so the wheel is colored in. Brilliant. Let's go ahead and color in our little gal because she's so stinking cute. Okay, so I'm going to do ivory for her skin. I thought she was so pretty with this color on her skin. And the colors were just based on what I thought went with the peaches, what I thought went with the things that I was already using. So that's kind of how I do it when I pull out my colors. If I'm going to color something, I kind of base it on, okay, well, what stamp pads did I use? But I usually allow myself, like the light calypso coral, I usually allow myself a couple extra colors that maybe I wasn't necessarily using with the stamp pads, so that you can pull out lots of beautiful colors when you are putting her whole ensemble together. Because come on, she is a super fashionista. Super fashionista. So my birthday was wonderful. Thank you so much. So much love. So many wonderful, kind messages from everyone. That just totally blessed my heart. I got to spend time with Isaiah and Nastasia, and Naomi and Sean and I went and met them at Cap City. I told you guys last week that's what we were going to do. We did do that Friday night. We did a reserve a seat, which was brilliant because that area in Dublin is crazy busy. It is so busy, but we were able to get in, and that was super fun. Had a wonderful meal, just really pretty. It is a pretty area over there. So that was really nice. Sean and I, during the day that day, we actually went to Morgan House. I don't know. I mean, this is Ohio, so I'm in Ohio. This is the Dublin area over by the zoo, the Columbus Zoo. There's a place called the Morgan House. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It is such a cute place, and they serve. I think it's only lunch. I think like they're only open like lunch hours are like 11 to 3. But we went over there, and then the shop there's like it's this old like log cabin, and the shops there are just sweet. Like it's just really cute. So we just had a really good time. We just had the two of us like spent some time and got to do that, and then Naomi met us, and then we went on over to Cap City for dinner, and that was just really nice. It was just a really nice evening. I love being with my family. That is like the biggest gift for me. Like if you were like, what do you really want? Not that I don't enjoy gifts. I do. I like gifts, but if you were to say like overall, what do you want? What would you want? My answer is hands down always going to be I want to spend time with my family. I just like want to spend time with my family. That is just my absolute favorite thing to be able to do. So I loved that time. And then for my birthday, Sean was able to make reservations at Cheesecake Factory because that place is a madhouse. That is like always, always busy. And we got right in. So we decided to go over to the one at East End because we thought we could walk around outside, like we'd be like in the outside area. We didn't stay very long, gotta be perfectly honest, because it was such a madhouse. I mean, it literally was wall to wall people. I mean, there were just people everywhere. So yeah, we had a wonderful meal, took our time with it, just had a lot of fun with the meal. They had a really fun couple who's sitting beside us, and they got this cheesecake. I think it was like the Cinnabon, like Cinnabon cheesecake thing or whatever. And at one point Sean was looking over and he's like, oh my gosh, that looks delicious. He said to the couple, oh my gosh, that looks so good. And the guy's like, it is amazing. Like he was so happy with this cheesecake. So I can't have cheesecake. I can't do that dairy, but they do have a few other items. They have this amazing, it does have a little bit of dairy in it. I did kind of pay the price for that, but it was so dang delicious. It is like a lemon, strawberry, creamy goodness. I don't know. It was amazing. So that was delicious. Sean loved his meal. He got baked rigatoni. So that was something he'd never tried before, and he absolutely loved it. Just very spoily. I mean, it is definitely not something that's in our price range very often, but you know, it's my birthday, so gotta have that fun little, like those fun little moments. And so that's what we did. We did that, super fun, and then we decided we would do things that we hadn't done for a while. We decided we'd go to the Disney store. I mean, because hello, Winnie the Pooh. Although I have to say, I was kind of sad they didn't really have any Winnie the Pooh things. So that was kind of a bummer for me. I mean, not for the rest of the world, I'm sure. Who's not obsessed with Winnie the Pooh, but they did not have a lot of Winnie the Pooh. And then Naomi and I decided we need to go make a Build-A-Bear, which was brilliant. And they have Harry Potter bears. Hello, Harry Potter bears. I will post a picture on Facebook this week, so watch for that because my Harry Potter bear is adorable. So they had super cute Harry Potter bears. And mine is Ravenclaw. So if you know anything about Harry Potter, I'm going to give you like a geeky moment. There are houses for Harry Potter, and everybody fits into a house. You can actually take like little quizzes and stuff to find out what house you fit in. Anyway, I am a Ravenclaw. There's a little bit of my geeky moment for you. And so I got mine dressed like Ravenclaw. My little bear is dressed like Ravenclaw. And I named her Raven. She's super, super cute. So I will post pictures because she's brilliant. And I did a little bit of Winkestell while I was talking and coloring, you guys. It was like chop, 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 coloring away. But look at her. Is she not brilliant? Oh, forgot to give her her beautiful lips. Cannot forget the lips. And done. Look at how cute she is. Okay, let's put this card together. Super, super simple. So this piece I told you that I keep, I actually take my snips and I just like punch a hole pretty much in the center. It doesn't have to be dead center. Nobody's going to ever see that piece. So, I mean, it doesn't matter what it looks like. Then you're going to take that brad and you're going to put it in the hole in the front of the card. You're going to put it in the hole in the wheel that we completed. And you're going to put it in the hole in that tiny little piece that we just did. And then if you haven't used a brad before, they have like prongs. So you just split the prongs and push it down. That's it. That's it for that. Then our dimensionals come into play. Okay, and the dimensionals, you just do not want to touch the wheel because the wheel is actually going to spin, you guys. Such a cute card. And you think, oh, okay, this is if you have kids. No. Yes, for kids. Amazing cards for kids. But this card can be used for everything. And you're going to put dimensionals all the way around, not touching the wheel, but you are going to put dimensionals on that tiny little piece that we used. 3 on there. And the only reason for that I found is that it helps it to spin better. Kind of props it up just a little bit to give it the extra it needs to spin. Alrighty, and we're going to take off, this is the forever part, pulling off our silly dimensionals so that we can put our card together. Super, super simple. Really, you guys, this is not very difficult. And when I was doing assembly line, of course, what am I doing? I'm going to stamp all my girls, stamp all my animals, stamp all my words. So if you get into a rhythm and you are using the same colors, you do not have to clean until you're completely done. Which, you know, there's the brilliance of that. That makes it beautiful. Okay, now we're going to take our card. The only thing you're going to check for, you're going to flip it like this is how you're going to read your card. Flip it the other direction. Take your card, and all you want to do is center it. Just like that, and push it down. This is where your marker comes in place. Now, I like it to start at Hey Girlfriend. You could start it at your little kiwi pet, or the always be yourself. Remember our advice, you're going to always be your beautiful self because the world needs you. The world needs you, my friend. And then you're going to take this and you're literally just going to make a baby arrow. That's all. You don't even have to do that. It actually just kind of makes it cute to do that. And then here's your interactive wheel card. Oh, the kiwi. And always be yourself. And then you have room for writing, but it was popped up enough. I decided I wanted it flat on the back so you didn't make a super fat envelope so it didn't want to mail. Brilliant, right? Okay, so now I want to talk to you about what I did real quick with that peach set. Okay, peaches. Now, I did add gems. So we're going to show you the one with the gems added. And that does make a difference. Look at it with the gems added, right? Ooh, and you know what I did? I took my Stampin' Blend and I colored in my little white circle and just gave it a little, oh, I must use a different color. I'll probably use a darker color. And I colored in my circle and I thought that looked really cute. Okay, so we're going to show off the ones with gem to take a picture. And so we got our kiwi bird here, but the fruit. So let's go back to the peach set just so we can see what we're looking at. So that peach then excuse me, becomes a plum, you guys, with the color choices different. This is the exact same stamp set, you guys. I just did the plums. And this little fox is from the Count Me In stamp set that the kiwi bird is in. So she has a little fox friend. And then these peaches with this stem with the right colors becomes blueberries. So we have a little blueberry girl. Aren't they adorable? And the blueberry girl had to have a little turtle friend because, hello, you know I love those turtle friends. So these are our special, like, Strawberry Shortcake girls. You know I love those. And they each have a little pet. They each have a little pet. And so this week we're going to name the pets. You guys have to help me name the pets, okay? Take a picture. Super love. Do you not love these? They are so adorable. So then I told you that I just like cut out a bunch of windows so that I could decide, do I want to do something different? Guess what? Totally different. This is Sean's Father's Day card from me in OSU colors. I kind of did the crimson and gray color, but this is the same set. Count Me In. The little bear. The kiwi bird is supposed to represent Naomi, and then he loves his children, and the little fox is Isaiah. I just thought that was super, super fun, but again, a very different look than these guys, right? Something entirely different, exact same set, exact same wheel, exact same dies, but you've got something entirely different. So it's where your imagination can take you, right? So excited about this Give It a Whirl card. Okay, let's go to the front screen. Thank you for joining me, my friends. Thank you for loving all the creative chaos that I do. I get so excited to teach you guys cards. I truly get over the moon to teach you guys cards. So what can you do? What is your gifting? What you're passionate about? What you want to do to change the world? Do it. Go and make the world a better place, my friends. Use your unique gifts in the way that only you can give to the world and make the world a better place. Okay, until I see you next week, I bid you adieu.